Hey guys, what's going on? So if you're watching this video, you are probably trying to continue watching me and Jessica's adventures that we had in Florida this past November. And Jessica and I we spent 2 days in Disney World. We spent the third and fourth day, which is the video you're watching now, in Universal. And we also went to the Grand Floridian in downtown Disney, or Disney Springs now, which is what they have officially changed the name to. Rest in peace, downtown Disney. If you watched my last video, which was our November trip, day 2, part 2, I said that at the end of the video we were going to Universal the next day, and to be completely honest with you, I didn't film much of it. I didn't really film because honestly, well, if you've ever been to Universal, you know that a lot of your time, if you're going on rides, consists of taking your things out of lockers and putting it back in lockers, and because they don't let you carry your bags on the rides a lot of the time, so you're putting your stuff in lockers all the time. And I feel like when you're trying to vlog that, it just doesn't feel comfortable, like being like, this is my phone, but being like, hey guys, we just got off the ride, it was great, now I'm gonna go put my stuff in another locker, so see you guys in a bit, and then like the same thing would happen all over again. It just felt wrong, and yeah, it never felt right to vlog, so I didn't. I filmed a little bit of a clip from when Jessica met the Grinch, which I will show later. Then the fourth day, me and Jessica went to the Grand Floridian to go look at the gingerbread house, which I wanted to vlog, but then 10 minutes after being in the Grand Floridian, I got a phone call from JetBlue, which is who I was flying with, and they canceled my flight, and I had like this giant ordeal of trying to figure out what I was gonna do, and it was horrible, but it's all good. I got home safe, that's all that matters, I guess. The point is, I still want to talk about what happened those next 2 days because a lot of really fun things did happen, and you know, I want to be able to document it in case I ever forget one day. I can watch back this video and be like, oh, I remember when that happened. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna talk about what happened the third and fourth days. I don't have a lot of vlog footage. I'm gonna insert like little tiny clips and pictures of what happened throughout the day, so if you're interested in seeing that, you can keep watching. If you're not interested in seeing me talk about what happened, I'm sorry that I don't have anything for you. Maybe next time, but for now, I'm just going to talk about what happened the last 2 days at Universal and at Disney Springs / the Grand Floridian. So let's get started. So Jessica and I got back to the hotel room super duper late. We got back to the hotel room at like 2:30 in the morning from the Very Merry Christmas party, which was so much fun, by the way, you guys. It was so fun. Had the best time ever with her. We went to bed, woke up kind of late, and we were originally going to take an Uber over to Universal, but our friend Alyssa, who is actually, she was one of our roommates that we had during the second half of our extension of the college program. She's still in Florida right now doing her college program, and she has her own apartment and stuff, and she was in Florida, so we knew that we wanted to meet up with her while we were down there, and her day off was the day that we wanted to go to Universal, so she was like, hey, I'll pick you guys up at the hotel and we'll just go straight from there. And we were like, yay! So we met up with Alyssa, which was great. We absolutely love Alyssa. She's so fun, and we had a really fun time with her. We got to catch up with her and everything, and we went to Universal together and we had a really awesome time. What was the first thing we did? We went to Universal Studios. We went to that section first, and what did we do first? We did Hollywood Rip Rocket, which was lots of fun. We did Men in Black. We did, this is not in order, I can't remember the order for the life of me. We went back to Harry Potter World. I was like, butterbeer, like that's all I could think about until like in the minute we walked through the Universal like entrance, I was like, I can't wait to get butterbeer back. I was so excited. And we got butterbeer, we rode the Gringotts ride. I was having like the time of my life. It was amazing. What else did we do? I'm trying to think of like the layout of Universal. I feel like we rode E.T. Maybe we didn't. I think we just took pictures with the E.T. doll. Then I believe we took the Hogwarts Express. Bless the Hogwarts Express. We took it back over to Islands of Adventure. We walked around Hogsmeade for a little bit, and then we went over to Seuss Landing, which is, if you guys don't know, Jessica's favorite part of Universal, basically. She is obsessed with the Grinch. She wore her How the Grinch Stole Christmas t-shirt to the park, like knowing that she was going to be meeting the Grinch. Because if you guys don't know, at Seuss Landing throughout the day, like every half hour or every hour or something like that, they have a show with all the Dr. Seuss characters, and then you can meet them after the show. And that's actually one of my favorite parts of Universal, to be honest. I always have so much fun doing it every single time. Like, me and Jessica like whenever we go together, we're like, we have to make it a thing where we meet the characters because it's fun. It's like a really fun meet and greet experience, and we met everybody, which was really cool. We met the Lorax, the Cat in the Hat, Thing 1 and Thing 2, and then of course we met the Grinch. And I took a little bit of a clip of when Jessica met the Grinch, which I will insert right here.
Oh, okay, that's a little better. Seriously, you're her favorite.
Some more funny stuff actually happened that I didn't get the chance to film because I was too busy taking pictures on Jessica's phone. But when she met the Grinch was obviously being very funny because he saw that Jessica had the t-shirt on. He was being really playful with her and all that stuff. It was my turn to meet him, and we took a picture together. And if you can tell, my eyes look a little squinted because the sun was directly in my eyes. And I was like, oh my god, I said it out loud. I was like, the sun is in my eyes and it hurts really bad. So then he turned us around and problem solved. And then we all took a group picture together because we got him to do the whip and the nay-nay. Don't ask me how we got him to do it, but the Grinch started doing the whip and the nay-nay. I can't do it, obviously, but he did it and it was so funny. And it's my favorite picture I think I've ever taken with any of the Dr. Seuss characters. And then we went in line to go meet the Cat in the Hat. And the Cat in the Hat looked at Jessica's t-shirt and was kind of like, I don't know if he made a face, but he kind of went, and then he was like, pfft. Like he started making fart noises and it was hilarious. He was like, no, ew, like that's disgusting. Why would you have him on his shirt? So then like the Grinch wasn't meeting anyone at the time, so he went up to the Grinch and like started like kicking him in the butt. I have a little bit of footage of that Jessica sent me, so I'll insert it here. It was so funny. Like they started using Jessica as a shield and they started fighting together. It was so funny. Yeah, and then we talked to the Grinch a little bit more before we left, and then it was time for Alyssa to leave, which was sad. She had to go babysit her brother, but she hung out with us for most of the day, and I'm so glad that we got to see her and catch up with her. It was a lot of fun. So then Jessica and I, we were like, let's go to Hogsmeade, let's go ride the Forbidden Journey together, and then maybe we'll go back to Universal and just hang out a little bit. And on our way out of Hogsmeade, we noticed that where they have Ollivanders, it looked like it was closed. Like it was getting dark out already, and there was one witch, a worker, standing in front of the door, but like she was kind of like facing the door, so it looked like it was closed, and we just kind of like stopped in front of Ollivanders and looked at her because there was nobody in line, and she was like, hello. And we were like, hey, what's going on? And she was like, have you guys been here before? And we're like, yeah, is Ollivander's closed? And she was like, no, it's open. There's just nobody in line right now. And Jessica was like, Cynthia, do you want to wait in line? And I was like, no, I'm tired. I just kind of want to go back and, you know, get some food. And then Jessica kind of like hit me and was like, Cynthia, there's nobody in line right now. And then that's when like me and Jessica looked at each other in the eye and made a connection, and I was like, I haven't been picked for a wand before. This could be my chance. If you guys don't know, Jessica got picked for a wand back in July when we were on the college program. She got picked to get her wand, or the wand chose her. So we knew that if it was just me and her, one of us were bound to get picked to get a wand. So I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We waited in line, we waited about 5 minutes, no one else, a family almost came and got in line, and then they changed their mind last minute and went, no, we'll come back later. And me and Jessica were kind of like, whew. So we walked into Ollivander's, and the wand keeper was there, looked at us, and was like, welcome. And I almost lost my schnozzles. Is that what I said in the last video? I think I said I almost lost my schnozzles because I was trying not to curse. Schnozzles. I almost lost my schnozzles. Wow. Anyway, I was freaking out because I knew that Jessica and I were both gonna get picked to get a wand, and I was freaking out. It's something that's been on my bucket list for the longest time. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. And ever since they announced Harry Potter World was coming out and that Ollivanders was going to be a thing, I was like, I need to get picked. The wand needs to choose me. And it happened. It was amazing. I didn't vlog any of it, of course, because it was just me and Jessica, and it would have been awkward to pull out my camera halfway through the demonstration and be like, no, it's okay, continue. Ignore the camera that's in my hand right now looking at you, miss. And like going like this the whole time. It just would have been a little bit odd for me. So instead, I just sat there and giggled like an idiot. She had me cast Lumos. She had Jessica ring the bell in the store. Of course, both of our spells went wrong until we switched wands, and it was like the light from Harry Potter when he finally gets the right wand, and it was wonderful. I couldn't stop smiling, and I bought it. I couldn't help myself. I remember being kind of bummed because I really wanted another souvenir from Harry Potter World before I left, and I couldn't find anything that I really wanted. I didn't want to waste my money on just anything. So when we got picked for the wand, I was like, this is my perfect souvenir. Look at it, you guys. It's beautiful. And it's the interactive one. So Jessica and I basically walked around Hogsmeade and started casting spells, and it was incredible. It comes with a map. It says Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley on either side. It's got a map of the whole entire park. It's so cool. It's like the Marauders map. It's amazing. And you can cast spells, and it's got like the name of the spells here, and it's just wonderful. I was basically the happiest nerd in the park that night. We took the Hogwarts Express over to Diagon Alley, took some pictures, which I will insert here. And I'm just very happy with my wand. That's weird, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. I spent lots of money on it, but hey, I got like a 10% discount with my annual pass, so that counts, right? No. So that happened, and then the park was closed, so Jessica and I walked over to City Walk, got some Panda Express, ate lunch or dinner, and we actually sat in Panda Express for like 2 hours charging our phones and just relaxing. I was so exhausted. My feet hurt, my body was like just tired, but we were waiting for Jessica's old coworker from Liberty Square in Magic Kingdom to meet up with us because we wanted to go to Margaritaville. So we waited for him, and then he finally showed up. We went to Margaritaville, had a few drinks, and then we took an Uber back home, and then we went to sleep, and we had plans to go to the Grand Floridian the next day. We woke up, got ready to leave, left our stuff at the front desk so that we can come back later because our Magical Express was supposed to show up at 4:15 to take us to the airport because we were leaving the next day. And so we left our stuff, and we left the hotel about 11 o'clock, and we were like, okay, this is perfect. It gives us a few hours to go to the Grand Floridian, check out this big gingerbread house, and then maybe go to downtown Disney or Disney Springs. I hate calling it Disney Springs. Can I just say that? It's really weird to me. And we did that, and then go to the Magic Kingdom, and then take like a monorail or something over to the Grand Floridian. And the Magic Kingdom line from like the hotel to get on a bus to the Magic Kingdom was ridiculous. We were like, are you kidding me? So we actually ended up taking a bus over to Epcot so we can monorail to the TTC, and then we went to the Grand Floridian, which took probably just as long as it would have taken to wait for the Magic Kingdom bus, but whatever, doesn't matter. We got to the Grand Floridian, and as soon as we walked in, we were greeted by the smell of gingerbread, and it was wonderful. The whole place smelled like gingerbread. It was so cool. And then we met up with Jessica's coworkers who were there, matchers in front of the house. It was very incredible, very big, very cool. And then the dreaded call happened. I get a call on my cell phone from JetBlue, and they basically left me a voice message that got cut off twice. Like it repeated itself twice halfway through, and they basically said that they messed up my flight, and like it got canceled, and they changed my flight to better impact my flight experience. Long story short, they canceled my flight. My flight got canceled, so they switched me over to another flight, which was gonna get at like 12 in the morning instead of like getting back to New York at 9 p.m. It was ridiculous. It's a really long, unnecessary story that I don't have to tell, but the point is, after being on the phone for like 20 minutes with JetBlue inside the Grand Floridian, following around Jessica and her coworkers, feeling really bad, feeling like they couldn't leave because I had to figure out what I was doing, they fixed my flight, and I ended up flying into LaGuardia instead of JFK, like an extra 10 minutes later than I was supposed to, which was fine. Then after that happened, we hung out in the Grand Floridian for a little bit more, and then we just chit-chatted with Jessica and her coworkers, and then they decided that they needed to go and eat lunch and take care of some things like laundry and grocery shopping. And Jessica and I were like, okay, we'll take a bus over to Disney Springs. I hate saying Disney Springs. So we took a bus over and we walked around and basically ourselves from buying everything. I don't know if it's because it was our last day, but like everything all of a sudden seemed really cute and like we needed it. We really didn't need it, but like we felt like we did. It was really funny. Like we spent the entire day like basically dragging each other around going, okay, listen, like I understand. No, we don't need everything, Jessica, but look at the pretty cup and look at the pretty paintings and look at the pretty t-shirts. It was really bad. And then as we get into the Christmas shop, right as we're about to leave, what do Jessica and I see? How I talked about in my day 2 part 1 video, how Jessica and I saw, or we wanted those green sequiny Christmas headband ears. You know, like people get those Minnie Mouse headband ears with the sequins on them. They have a green pair with like a red bow for Christmas time. Jessica and I see as we're leaving the Christmas shop at Downtown Disney. See the frickin' Christmas ears. Not just one pair, because when we were in the Grand Floridian, I can't say that word fast, Grand Floridian, there we saw 2 pairs of ears. And I remember me and Jessica being like, what? Because like the day that we were looking for them, they were sold out park-wide. We couldn't even find them on the new app that they have. Like we couldn't. And as we're leaving Downtown Disney, we don't see just 1 or 2 or 3. We see an entire peg full. 2 pegfuls actually. There was about 25 ears there and we were like, what? Very happy because we were searching high and low for those ears the day that we wanted to wear them and we couldn't find them. And then 2 days later we looked back on the app, we went to Starbucks afterwards, we looked on the app, all of a sudden the park restocked the day we were leaving. Yeah, and we were like, oh, these are so cute, but there's no point in buying them because we're leaving today. So let's just forget about it and pretend that this didn't happen and we'll know better for next year if we decide to do this again. So back to the hotel, waited for our Magical Express, which was late. And then I did take a little bit of footage as we were waiting for the Magical Express, or as we were about to get on, which I'll post right now. I just want to film one last goodbye because this is the last time we'll be on Disney property. Oh, that was the laptop. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Bloopers. Blooper reel. But yeah, I just wanted to vlog. I'll vlog again maybe when we're in Chick-fil-A, but I just wanted to say goodbye, Pooh Bear.
He's gonna get Chick-fil-A.
We're getting on the Magical Express to go home now. I'll update you guys on what's been happening the past 2 days because I haven't really vlogged. But
So much to talk about.
yeah, so much to talk about. Not really, kind of, I don't know, but we're gonna get on the Magical Express now, so bye! We got to MCO, which is Orlando International. We got there about an hour before Jessica had to check in, or before Jessica had to board her flight. So we were really nervous about her missing her flight because the security line looked really long. And originally what Jessica and I wanted to do was we wanted to get Chick-fil-A together because like at MCO they do have like a big food court and there's a Chick-fil-A there and we would have been able to eat together, and then we both have our airlines on like 2 separate terminals of the airport, so we would have liked to have eaten Chick-fil-A together like old times and then go our separate ways. But when we got to the airport, Jessica was like, I'm a little bit nervous, I'm gonna miss my flight, so she ended up getting some like Sbarro pasta, and then I walked with her to her gate, and then we said goodbye, and I was very sad. And then that was it, we said goodbye, and then my flight, again, I won't get into it because it's not necessary. I was delayed 3 hours, long story short. I was supposed to leave at like 7:23 or something, and we didn't leave till 10:15. Yeah, that was our last 2 days in Orlando, in Florida, and it was wonderful, and I'm just very glad that Jessica and I had the chance to go to Florida and go to Disney, and yeah, it was really fun. I had the best time with her ever, and I can't wait to go back again. So video guys, I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm posting my ESPN main entrance video soon. I've been trying to film it and it hasn't been happening. Around to doing that soon. And I enjoyed me and Jessica's trip to Orlando. Hopefully we'll be back in Florida soon. Yeah, I will see y'all really soon in the next video. Bye!